Well, Bernie Sanders taking home another win in Oregon and is right on Hillary's heels in Kentucky, as you heard Jonathan point out. So if Hillary Clinton keeps losing, why is she winning? Here to weigh in, our political panel, Fox News contributor Jimmy Green and Democratic strategist Karine Jean-Pierre. Thank you for joining us again.
Good morning, Heather.
Good morning, Heather.
Karine, I'll start with you this time. So why does Clinton continue to win?
Well, look, you know, she's continuing to win because the math is the way that it is, right? She is ahead with the pledged delegates, I think by about 280 now after last night. She has the popular vote. More than 3 million people have come out to vote, more than they did for Sanders. And but look, Sanders has put out a message there that has really resonated. He's talked about income inequality. He's talked about the 15 minimum wage increase, and that has definitely put him to where he is, in which we saw both contests were very, very close. But at the end of the day, the numbers are the way that they are, and she will be the nominee.
Yeah, Jimmy, you know, Bernie Sanders has won 21 primaries, and we talk a lot about his followers and how the turnout is on his side and all the excitement. So what can Hillary Clinton do as we go into the convention and beyond to win over those supporters?
Well, I think the numbers are actually on Secretary Clinton's side. As Karine said, she's up 3 million votes in the popular vote over Senator Sanders. But Hillary Clinton is going to continue doing what she has been doing, and while at the same time, I think, pivoting her attention to Donald Trump. But when you look at Oregon and Kentucky, they were structurally in favor of Bernie Sanders and the voters that had been coming out for him. Looking ahead to California and New Jersey that hold 77% of the remaining delegates, these states are really in line with states that she has won, and in many ways won in large numbers. So I think that California is probably going to be a close race, but we'll probably see her pull another win out, and it does boil down to the numbers, and the numbers are not on Bernie Sanders' side. Hillary Clinton is poised to become the first woman in American history to win the presidential nomination of a major party.
But you mentioned Kentucky being favored for Bernie Sanders, but Kentucky was a closed primary, so in the past, that has benefited Hillary Clinton because you can't have independents come in, and those tend to support Bernie Sanders.
Well, Kentucky demographically was certainly in favor of Bernie Sanders, the voters that have been turning out for him. And all of this kind of nonsense, I think, that he's stirred up about closed or open primaries, the reality is in open primaries, he hasn't done that well either. She's still beating him, I think, in 13 to 21 out of the states that have had open primaries. So that's just a lot of noise that is probably being pushed out there to continue his path in this election, but really, as we've seen, there is no path to a victory for Senator Sanders.
So, Karine, does California even count? Why do it? Why is he still sticking around?
I think California definitely counts. Look, there's still millions of people who need to cast their vote. California has way more than 500 delegates, and so I think it will count. He brought in Robert Becker, who I know very well, who actually ran his Iowa operation, and that was a razor-thin kind of loss for him over to Hillary Clinton. But it will count. I think it will definitely count. He's going to stay through June 14th. She stayed 4 days past the last primary contest in 2008, and you know, we all coalesced behind Barack Obama. All the Democrats did, and I worked on that campaign in 2008, and she leaned in and she delivered her supporters to Barack Obama back then. So I think we're okay. I think we're in a good place.
Well,
I really do.
We'll see. The latest poll coming out of California for the primary there puts Clinton at 51% and Sanders at 41.3%. Thank you both for joining us on this primary day after. Appreciate it.